Hey, Bulls, Philadelphia. Regular season finale.
Let's meet the visiting team, Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay.
At small forward, Julian Phillips. At the other forward position, Modest Buzelis. At point guard, Kevin Herter. At center, Nikola Vucevic. At the other guard position, Kobe White. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring out the starters for your Philadelphia 76ers. The big man, 6 feet 10 inches, number 30, Adem Hoda. Starting at power forward, at 6'8", number 28, Gershon
Yabusele.
Starting at the point, 6'5", number 18, Jalen Hood-Schifino. The other forward, 6'3", number 12, Lonnie Walker IV. At the other guard position, 6'3", number 23, Everett Gordon.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we
64-7.
get set to bring you exciting NBA
Going to
action.
65 wins.
Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Chicago Bulls. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Ali LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Eric Gordon.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Nikola Vucevic, Kevin Herter out there with Kobe White. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Phillips in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, we've got Walker, and it's Hood-Schifino in at the 1. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Outside White for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here are the Bulls with the ball, and you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team.
Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Appreciate the report, Ali. Here's Hood-Schifino. Coming in off
32
21
slalom.
points in his last outing. Shot is good by Gordon.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Outside Walker. Yabusele. Three-pointer, no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Out left to the wing. Pass to Bona. Chicago with a rebound. And seeing this team right now is
Ah, meron. Whoa.
problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Gonna be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone, but in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
Here's Buzelis. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Walker against Vucevic. Lets it go from deep. And Walker with the three.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
White for three. Pure from three-point range. White's got 6.
For a wing, Herter has always been a very good facilitator, by no means a ball stopper.
Outside Walker. Buzelis grabs the board.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Phillips. And here's Herter. Another three for Chicago.
A guy who completely trusts his mechanics, Herter knocks it down.
Here's Yabusele. Out to the wing. Now here's Walker. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And both free throws good for Walker. Chicago leading by 3. Outside White. And the layup is good. Give him 8.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Gordon, the pass to Walker. Fires it from 18. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And so here is Chicago. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Gordon outside. Yabusele. And a miss there on the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
76ers trail by 5. Gordon outside. Here's Hood-Schifino. Misses the layup. The Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. White for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game.
Now here's Vucevic. And he also played a big role in their last game with Washington. Walker with it, now guarded by White. Walker's shot is off.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Brissett's checked in for Philadelphia. And a change for the Bulls. Williams is checked in for Phillips.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Gordon. The Bulls making their last shot. Lets it go from 11. Yes, on the jumper. Gordon's got 8 points.
God, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's White. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Gordon against Vucevic. And here's Gordon. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Bona. 6 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The shot by Buzelis is no good. And Gordon has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 6-point game. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
All by himself. Here's Vucevic. And the basket is good. 7 points in the game.
Good luck getting in Vucevic's way. He blasts through the contact.
Here's Bona. Again, Philadelphia.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The shot by Buzelis is no good.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Pass to Herder.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Second team foul.
White for 3. Council with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for Philadelphia.
He's off on the second. Bulls leading by 3. There's Herder with the 3. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
No, hay recording pa rin.
Here's Grimes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Buzelis' shot is good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
They set a pick. Here's Grimes. Williams defending. Grimes' shot is off. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Sixers ball.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Now that we're into the second half of the season, these are the teams that have been grabbing steals and converting on the other end. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, 65 wins. Imagine that.
Back half of the year, they've been much more aggressive in creating turnovers, and their offense has really benefited.
Phillips has checked in for Chicago. Young comes in for Herder.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge.
No, ano, pal-pal eh.
Difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Drives to the hoop.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came.
This one young.
Out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And here are the Sixers now. The Bulls making their last shot. Nice shot by Walker. Walker's got 7.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Outside, Williams. White finds Vucevic. And Chicago again with a bucket.
He's been locked all the way in from before, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey set.
Oh, really? Sino yung 6 curve? Si White ah. Boom.
And Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Ali. Thank you. The 76ers making a switch here. Coach Shafino's checked in. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Liddell comes in for Phillips. Here's Council. No good with the triple.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Back to White. The 3. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots. 76ers trail by 13. Here's Grimes. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Here's White. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. White with a steal. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Here's Grimes. Yabusele.
No.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Chicago, liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Easy game, easy game.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And so in the game for the Bulls, we've got Patrick Williams, also Jalen Smith out there, and it's Phillips in at the 2 guard. Sinks it from distance. Phillips has got 5.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Grimes' shot is off. Chicago leading by 18. Pass to Phillips. Council with a rebound. And for the 76ers, they're shooting an average of 43% from the floor.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
Inside, here's Smith. Here's Liddell. Launches a 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Liddell.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase
Starter
shooters
si
off
Bronny,
that
wow.
line.
That's surprising.
Pass to Hood Schifino. He tries for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Smith outside. Phillips. That 3's off the mark. 76ers trail by 19. Down low. Here's Brissett, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's Williams, high post. Brissett's there. Here's Young. Smith right side. Pass to Phillips. Back to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Brissett. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. He got a piece of it. Outside, Williams. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. He has 6.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position.
Pinalo sa mukha. Flagrant dapat yun eh. Ejection eh.
To succeed.
Man, what
It's basketball right there.
I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters. I just love when teams make it work down low.
Here's Yabusele. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Smith with the rebound.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
The kick out to Young. And it's all from 3-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And a final mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Liddell. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Liddell's got 5 now.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Patrick Williams.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Yabusele, and he drives in, and he makes it on the layup.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Williams, and he banks in the layup. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter. So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 19. Here's Grimes. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Young, the pass to Collins. Williams from long range. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
A nice shot by Grimes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come natural. Within the flow of the offense.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Smith passes to Williams. To the inside. Oh, and it's Collins. That time on the assist from Williams.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Collins defending. Hood-Schifino's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Williams. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
So both teams making some changes here.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Brissett. Here's Council. Gordon on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Buzelis. Give him 8. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Now Gordon. To stop the run. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Smith.
There you go.
Rebound by Philadelphia. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Bona. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Bona's got 8.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
To the middle. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Now here's Gordon. Not a lot of room. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Outside, Williams. 3-pointer, Buzelis. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Brissett's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Council. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. 3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land. He's got 11.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Here's Grimes. And denied.
Huli.
Sends it right off the glass. Inside, here's Liddell, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Here's Grimes. He's guarded by White. The 3 is up. hits a three-pointer. Council's got his second basket.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Phillips comes in for Liddell, and Herder's subbed in for Williams. Now here's White. He's got 10. Chicago shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
That's his first personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Bulls, Kobe
White hits them both. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Hood-Schifino. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his third personal foul.
Clever pump fake from Vooch, skilled at baiting defenders into the foul.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Brissett's checked in.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Pass to Hood-Schifino. Here's Brissett. Fires from deep. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Driving to the basket. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Assisted
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Herder defending. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Brissett. Gordon outside. The 3 is up. Deflected.
Oh, what the fuck?
Herder with it. Outside White. The 3. Gordon.
Dumiretso na ulit eh. Oh. Holy. Manis. Pumektus.
Pulls it in. Gordon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Walker for 3. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Lays it up and banks it in. White's got 14 points for the game.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Grabe naman yun. Kobe White. Hey, with the fake. Hey, step back. Hey, hey, oh shit. With the English.
Here's Hood-Schifino. He's got 5. We've got 1:55 left to play in the half. Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Buzelis. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
second personal
That free throw no good. Grimes, he's checked in for Brissett.
at the line.
And he's good on the second.
23.
Bulls leading by 23. White with it. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Here's Hood-Schifino. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard.
Rookie of the year. Rookie of the year. Ano, parang Spider-Man.
Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Chicago making their last shot. Grimes' shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Walker. Pass to Hood-Schifino. The rebound by Phillips.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Three-pointer, Buzelis, counted from distance. Buzelis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Hood-Schifino. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Herder up top. Pass to White. Here's Phillips. Takes a three. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's Grimes. It's deflected. And so it looks like...
Uli. Hindi susukuan ng 3 points, bro.
It'll be Philadelphia ball.
Still Sixers ball.
Baka pa sila isa.
And some nice...
Blokan ng paa.
Defense there to end the quarter. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Bulls out in front, just dominating this one. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, right now for the Bulls, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the rules? They're taking shots from every team every night, and they're still landing on top.
What's ruling the rules? Never heard that before.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Chicago Bulls.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Coby White.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Nice here now.
Bulls shooting 59% in this one, a good average. They've got Eric Gordon, and it's Bona in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Buzella's showing us he can do everything on the floor. Impressive in just his first year.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Hochefino. Here's Gordon. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Gordon's got 14 points for the game.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
And Vucevic with the block. That's going to be over and done. Not watching the line on that one. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams are getting it done in their transition offense. Number 1, Chicago. 5th best, Philadelphia.
The speed these two teams have been playing at lately is really impressive. Getting out there in transition and leaving other squads in their dust.
Here's Hochefino. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to White. Now Vucevic. Herder from long range. And it's Bona with a rebound. Outside Walker. Here's Bona. 90 seconds into the second half now. Hochefino's shot is off.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
The 76ers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Philadelphia with another miss.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Pass to Herder. Here's Buzelis. And the 3 off target. Picked his pocket. It's Vucevic, high post. The finish! And Vucevic slams it in.
Assist drop.
Vuce is a big man that can score at all 3 levels. And look, his versatility.
Oh, and a boom bounce. Hey, oh shit. Trust the process. Don't process.
Makes him a nightmare for defenses.
Now here's Walker. He's guarded closely. From outside the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Lets it fly. White can't hit.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Outside White. And a nice finish on the layup. White's got 18 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks.
76ers, PNC.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside Walker. Lets the 3 fly. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Back to Herder. White for 3. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Uchifino. Give him 8 points now.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Phillips. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Give him 8 points now.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all alone.
It's Walker on the wing.
Oh, shit.
Vucevic with some nice D.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's White. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. White's got 23 points. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's the teardrop. Chicago grabs the
Double si Vuc. Yes, sir.
miss. Vucevic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Beyond the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now here's Walker. He's got 13. Here's Bona, and that one is hammered home.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Uchifino. It's hauled in by Herder.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around. Okay now, Rook. Buzelis showing he can finish with some power.
Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Yabusele. Outside Walker. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the tray. Walker's got 16 points.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
To the wing on the left. 3-pointer, Buzelis. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
From downtown, and the 76ers another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
In terms of pure scores, Vucevic, one of the best in the game.
Gordon outside. The 11-footer. That one a little long. To the left side wing. Here's Buzelis. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Chicago shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Yeah, the skill set the rookie Buzelis has is really impressive. A tall, slender forward who is very crafty and versatile to be so young. Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Vucevic gets the bucket.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Down low. Here's Brissett, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Vucevic. The rebound by Brissett. Brissett's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Vucevic with a steal. And Young, here we go. That one goes in. Young's got 5. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And so here is Chicago. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Here's Buzelis on the take. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Philadelphia's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Walker a good look, and it's cleared by Vucevic.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Philadelphia.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls.
That one's no good. The 76ers shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Walker uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some support.
A nice shot by Smith.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And the 76ers shooting around 52% since the start of the third. Here's Yabusele. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. And he drops the first. And the Bulls making a change here. Liddell's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Bulls shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. For 3, Smith. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries. Walker against Young. Pass to Grimes. Releases. And the... Whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls...
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Oh, yes, sir.
So they see clear evidence.
Block yun, baby. Out natin yan. Huli. Pangalawang block.
Evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for
Ilang block nun? Hindi counted dun. 3 blocks.
recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. Number 1, the Bulls.
It's been a great run for them, kind of shooting the basketball. You love when multiple guys get into a groove at the same time.
Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic, and he sinks the second. And for Chicago, they're shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. Young. And they'll get another chance. Knocked loose. Rebound by Philadelphia. Walker's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Grimes. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by...
Kaya di silid. Ito, may na-block party.
Smith. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like.
Oh, shit.
You look at Chicago, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference. And of course the 76ers, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
When I look at Chicago, they've been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
Brissett's shot is good.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. He goes up, and the jam by Walker.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Smith. 10 points for him. Young from long range. Drills it from deep. Young's got 8.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Grimes. That shot missing. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Over to the left wing. There's Young with the 3. And Grimes pulls it down. Philadelphia's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Collins with the rebound. The Bulls shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Saw the angles and let him.
Hey. Oh, tahali Smith. Hey.
Right to the hoop with that pass.
Philadelphia shooting at 45% of the game so far. Puts up a 3. Unable to get that one. Outside, Williams. Here's Liddell. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
LeBron James.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Zach Collins out there with Smith. Then it's Patrick Williams. And it's Young in at the point.
Yeah, Young. Crowd.
Outside Young. Pass to Smith. Back to Young. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Young's gotten half of his 3-pointers to go in. 3 for 6. Here's Hood-Schifino, guarded by Young. Steps back. A shot from the high post. Hood-Schifino's shot is off.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And Philadelphia has possession. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
Here's Council to the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Collins. Back to Williams. Pass to Young. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Hood-Schifino, and the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
Chicago ball.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Liddell. Williams on the wing. Takes the 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Here's Williams. Following the score by Philadelphia. Collins, no good.
Exhibition.
Here's Council. Over Williams. Council, no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Here's Liddell. That one goes. Count it. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Hood-Schifino. Drops in the layup for two. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Chicago. To the paint. Here's Collins. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. For Philadelphia, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Hood-Schifino, guarded by Young. Good work there as it goes. Hood-Schifino's got 10 points in just the second half. Outside Young from 20 feet. The rebound by Brissett. Brissett's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Grimes, and it's rejected. And that'll be...
Grabe naman to si Lidl. Asset eh.
Be Philadelphia's ball as it goes out of bounds. Sixers able to keep the possession. Gordon, he's checked in for the Sixers.
Number 23.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Brissett, and down it goes.
Hey.
Jam that one home. Look out below. You got no chance of defending him right there. Here's Liddell. Back to Young. There's the triple. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Council's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 14 feet away. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Young looking over the floor. Pass to Liddell. Smith outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And a two-handed jet.
Naka-block pa yung boog. Get out the fucking shit, bro.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not gonna be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Liddell, no good from outside.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Here's Council. Man, a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal
That one's
foul.
on Zach Collins.
First team
Richard,
foul.
one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
Now here's Young. Pass to Collins. And here's Young. Williams from long range. They get the rebound. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Paano mo na-blockan niya? Jeez. Lidl, bro. Lidl.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking it.
Nakakailan na si Lidl. 5 blocks, bro. God damn.
Everything they'll give him.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Number 12, Lonnie Walker IV.
Bulls on D. Hood-Schifino. The Sixers again can't hit. Smith outside. Back to Young. From deep. Drops in the 3.
3 points.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Liddell. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hood-Schifino. And he converts the layup. Hood-Schifino's got 20.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Young finds Smith. Puts it up from 15. There's the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Gordon. Tipped.
Anim na block ni Liddell, bro. She's Liddell. Blocker of the year.
And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Pass to Liddell. This one for 3. Collins outside. The 3-ball. Hits the trifecta. Collins has got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Oh, he tries a 3. But Schifino's shot is off. And for Chicago, they're shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Outside Young. Williams from long range. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Here's Gordon. And no good. Excellent D there from Collins. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. 22 points for him.
Okay, that's on the defense. You got to show more fight if you want to stop him.
Williams misses. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the 4th quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up.
Defensive foul.
And the free throw, no good. The Bulls shooting just 38% here in the 4th. Young with it. Checked by Gordon. From the arc. And it's Chicago with a board. Here's Liddell. Outside Young. From the top of the key. The rebound by Yabusele. And the 76ers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
No good on the quick 3. And here's Chicago. Young from long range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Walker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. A nice shot by Hood-Schifino. Hood-Schifino's got 16 points here in the 2nd half.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Smith finds Young. To the left wing. Right side, Williams. Walker with a steal. They've got numbers. Here's Hood-Schifino. And Young with the block.
Young. Brother.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
As it feels for the serie, which too strong.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Walker for 3. Liddell with a rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Now, here's Williams. From behind the arc. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Hey, you chill.
And here's Walker. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Walker's got 28.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
The 76ers shooting just 38% here in the fourth. But Jafino's shot is off. Well, the Bulls shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. 1:46 left in the game. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Bona. Outside Walker. Over Williams. Walker's shot is off.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Man, it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Coby White.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Now here's Young. Pass to Liddell. Williams from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gordon. Smith with the rebound.
Hey.
Now Young. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise
65
to the type
wins,
of victory
baby.
like we saw tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kobe, this team did a great job of spreading the ball around and just getting everyone involved, including yourself. Can you elaborate on how?
We were just being unselfish. You know, we don't really care who scored. We just want to win the game. You got to stay ready. Like I always say, got to stay locked in and got to stay focused. We all came out, we played hard, and we got the job done.
Everyone was ready tonight. Thanks, Kobe.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
We're Jalen Smith, sheesh. Ay, box score, Walker, 28-9, okay. Jafino, 24-5, Gordon, okay. Closing lineups, okay. Buzelis, bakit Smith, no? Tama na. Buzelis, 28-6. White, 23-12, sheesh. Double-double, ito daw, Vuch. 23-15, P-Will, 19. So, yun si Smith, oh, 17-19, sheesh. Young, 14, okay. Werther, Collins, Lydell. Takin na, 6 blocks, god damn. Almost quadruple-double nga siya, no? Konti na lang, oh. Phillips, 8-7, okay, DNP nila, okay. Going to the playoffs, baby. Tignan natin. Hindi muna tayo mag-exit dito. May news pa tayong ano. So, Lakers. Sabi daw nila, hindi lalaro si LeBron, pati si ano. Quick edits lang. So, ganito ginagawa ko pag ano. Tapos start natin si ano. Tapos si LeBron James. Tamak Lakers, gago. Okay. Si Luka hindi na lalaro. Jackson is Vandor di rin lalaro. Wow. Si Reeves hindi rin lalaro. Lagay na natin to. Si Lillard din pala, no? Vanderbilt. Kailangan natin ano, i-ano si Jackson Hayes hindi rin. Ano to? So finale, no? Si Vincent na Vincent Hachimura, wala. Finn Smith din. Vincent Hachimura. Gagan, anong roster nila? Anong roster niya? Goodwin, Finney Smith, Hachimura. So, tanggalin ko din kasi Ruptured left Achilles. Gago. Tapos si Milton kay Bronny James. Yes sir. Ang ilang team to. 40 minutes eh. Gago. Tapos sabi mo akin. Closing remarks lang natin ta. Ayun, buti si Lillard hindi pala laro. Okay. Tapos simulate to rotate. Si Aldama Nyarsev. Hey! SGA. Hey, Matas. Our guy Matas. Amen. Giannis. Amen ulit. Jokic. Wow. Hey, Billy. The Hall of Famer. Sino man yan? Hey, okay. At least MVP si SGA. Okay yan. Oh, shit. Okay. Second team. Wow. Look at that shit. Third team. Sheesh. Defensive. Okay. Claxton. Sheesh. Defensive din si SGA. Sheesh. Okay. Okay. Wait. Nano ko ba to? Okay. Save na natin to. Tingnan natin yung injury ng Lakers. Wait, sino wala? Okay. Ayusin lang natin. Nangyari kay Bronny sa ano niya? First start. Kung sabihin 4 points ka lang kanina. 22 minutes, 4 points. Why? Why bro? Why? 40 minutes ka dapat. Holy sheesh. Okay, so final standings. Oh shit. Okay, 65-17. So play the Raptors. Gago, sino kakalabanin ko dito? Jesus Christ. Kinakabala. Oh, shit. Itong apat. Ayoko Pistons. Bad matchup yan. Natalo ko sa NBA Cup dun eh. Sheesh. Medyo may harap-harap to. So, Lakers. Wow. Ay, panalo na dyan. Wait. Si CP3. Check natin stats si CP3. Wait, Grizzlies. Si Aldama na injured. Hindi pwede yan, Aldama. Kung ganyan. Ayusin natin mga matchup para sure. Yan. Mga upstream ka gagawin yan. Si CP3 daw ay 82 games ka ba ngayon? Ayan natin. Confirm lang natin kung 82 games ka. Gago, 82 games nga. Sheesh. God damn, 40-year-old. Almost 39 pala. Year 20. God damn. So, ang bets ko dito is San Antonio, Lakers tayo. Fuck it. Number 7. So, number 7. Sino number 7? Gago, Oklahoma. First round nila. So, Golden State, Sacramento. 3-6. Wow. Dallas, Denver. Wait, what? Oo nga pala, no. Ang taas din pala ng CD ng Dallas kahit wala si Luka. Ang open ni Davis dito. Eto, New York, Milwaukee. Oh, solid. Boston, Cleveland. Sheesh. That's fun. Okay. NBA play-in tournament, GG. Bye.